Cool's roommate, lying down. I can't see him.
It does happen to some.
All right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the part 2 video of the program Black Man and the Passport Pookie edition, right? Traveling with Paul has nothing but videos going against Passport Bros over and over and over and over again. Now, mind you, this is what he does. Now, we can go all the way, right? So, look what he said before.
What's up, YouTube? This your boy Travel Time with Paul. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm in the multi-gym right now.
Now, mind you, this is why I say that you can't trust programmable black men, because they will go back to their default setting. He got around Austin Holloman in order to be able to have things in the back pocket where he can talk about Austin Holloman. This is why you never show these programmable black men that you have anything of value, because they will come in, pretend they're your friend, and then tell all your secrets out to the world, like little bitches, like the black women that programmed them. So we'll see this video right here a year ago. Mind you, his channel was created in 2020. His whole video is Passport Bros are not winning overseas. So he made his videos off of talking shit about Passport Bros and them tricking, right? Them telling you, they're calling you a trick, is them basically devaluing you and telling you that all you do is pay for women. You have to do it their way. You have to talk to a woman for 1,000 hours. Now, don't give a fuck about your free time. You have to do what they want you to do. Basically, game and having conversations about letting a woman just talk your ear off, right? Nobody never asks the guys why they don't talk to females, because nobody has problems with customer service. Nobody has problems with waiters. Nobody has problems going on the phone ordering anything, which don't happen no more because, well, we have them online now. But nobody has no problem talking to anybody in customer service or anything else on the phone. So if they were socially awkward, they would need somebody else to talk for them. See, these guys don't know what the fuck they talking about when they say somebody's socially awkward, because if somebody was actually socially awkward, guess what? It would be hard for them to talk to the average person. Okay? It'd be hard for them to talk to the average person. And I'm talking about customer service. Let me ask you something. Let me ask all the people something on my channel who's watching. So, you said it's the men's fault, right? You say that the men are the problem. So why do men have problems with customer service? Mind you, these women are paid to be nice. They're paid to be nice. They're not paid to judge you on your looks. They're not paid to talk about your looks or whatever. They're not paid to say that you stink. They're paid to treat you like a human being and a customer. So why can't they do that at the base level of a job that they were hired to do? A job that they were hired to do, and they can't even do that. But you want to blame the guys. So what? He got to come in and look all swiffy and clean? He has to have nice teeth. He has to smell good in order to be treated like a fucking fair customer over the phone, in person? Are you fucking for real? Are you fucking that dense and that fucking ridiculous that a person got to do all this just to be treated like a fucking normal human being? And we're talking about something that they're getting paid for. These bitches can't even treat a person right that's giving them money from OnlyFans. Let alone if they get hired for a job, they can't even keep up the farce. Why is it the black nurses are talking shit about their patients? Why is it that the black therapists are talking shit about their patients getting fired left and right? They're getting paid to do a job and they can't even do that shit right. A salary. But you say it's the men's fault because they don't have game or they don't know how to conversate. I'm supposed to conversate with a fucking register person at the register when it's her job to bring my fucking shit up? Are you serious? I'm supposed to have long drawn out conversations, wasting long drawn out hours to forget my time, my free time, forget my life. I'm supposed to have long drawn out conversations. Get the fuck out of here, man. But this is the program shit that these motherfuckers do, right? You get a clout, they come around you, and when they don't get what they want, and they see the edge to treat you like shit, guess what happens? They turn on you. Now,
this guy's 19 years older than the officer. He got way more film in him. So that old versus young argument go out the window.
so this is what I'm saying. This is what happens, right? They find a lane. I told you that the opportunist, the passport beggar, the passport pookie, the passport player, there's different variations. This is what they do. They get close to you if you got clout, and then they tell you secrets. This is why you can't trust them at all. So let's see. Now see his lives. Guys, don't bring your heart to this. Should Passport Bro visit Africa? Black men are Asians women's last options. Let me see.
Wow, that's how y'all really feel? See, guys, that's the very reason why I tell you to get your passport. Passport bros are up, American women are down. See, if you go to Colombia, you will have a better time than what just happened to me. Yeah, you may get scoped, wake up with a sore anus and a missing passport in the bank account, but guess what? It's better than what they just did to me.
Now, he says stupid shit like this, right? Mind you, I seen the full body of this fat motherfucker, and he's a plumpy looking motherfucker. And he's talking shit, but like I told you before, this what programmed black males do. They need to have a group of people to confirm whatever they confirm with. This is why they stay with black people. They stay in black areas, black places, because they can't do this in other environments. They just can't.
If you go to Thailand and you fall in love with a bar girl and she take all your money out of your bank account, send you back to the America with a broken heart, guess what? It's better than what an American woman would do to you. You feel me? I'm up here looking good, 360 waves on point, work out 6 days a week, eating chicken wings, and they just straight up walked up on, they just straight up walked like I wasn't even talking to them. I mean, I know I should have got out the car and approached them, but what the hell for?
Now, like I said before, this whole hesitant of bullshit of talking to females who basically, from the time they looking at you, they're going to make you work 10 times harder than anybody else. So you're going to be wasting your good hours, your free time on trying to impress this woman, and hopefully you would drown, hopefully the conversations will be in your favor and you will be able to quote unquote impress her with your knowledge or whatever. And if it doesn't, they're going to tell you to do it again and over again. And all you're going to have is a bunch of just dumbass conversation that you wasted on. And these guys are not going to be nowhere to be found. But hey, listen to these guys if you want to.
We doing an experiment, seeing how many American women we can get. And oh, wait a minute. I think I see 2 women right now. 2 Asian women. And they looking better than my grandma's Oriana Rose. Hold on a second, y'all. Hey. What up, cutie? Hey, can I get your phone number? Nah, better yet, forget that. We living in modern times. Let me get your Instagram. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. What? Why I want your Instagram? Duh, because I'm trying to get to know you. We doing an experiment, seeing how many Americans.
Now, mind you, a lot of these passport pookies don't know what it's like to have full-time jobs. They don't know what it's like to have actual real hardcore jobs where you're working 15 hours a week and you don't have time to be running around talking to people. Even some people even on here alluded to the fact that, like, I don't have time to do all that. I got work to do. I got shit to do. I got things to build. But these guys think that niggas have all this unlimited time to just talk to females and just keep doing that shit for days and days on end to get to know somebody. Don't you think that most guys already got to know hundreds of women and they seen and hear the same shit over and over again? So you want them to talk. You want them to talk to 1 million women, and hopefully one of them tells them what they want to hear, and then he'll get that woman. I said this before and I said this again. If you have 1,000 women in the room, if you have 10 women in the room and 1,000 guys, and all of them are ugly, right? And then there's one good-looking guy, and you give them all the same things to talk about. Who you think gonna get the all 10 girls? The good-looking guy, not the ugly ones who said the same shit. But these niggas think that you tell a woman magical words and she gonna like you. You think that these girls didn't hear these conversations? You think that they didn't hear what they wanted to hear? At some point, when the females talk to over 10 guys, she already knows the patterns already. She know the patterns. She know what she likes and what she doesn't like. And I'm giving the benefit of the doubt 10. Right? 10. Most of these chicks talk to a whole bunch of guys. But somehow, some way, you're going to be the magical guy who going to tell her what she wanted to. You're going to be the magical guy who going to tell her the magical words and you're going to win the prize. Like she didn't hear it from the other 10 dudes. These niggas are so stupid and dumb. And they all look the same. They all talk the same. This is what happens when you program certain types of guys. They think that you say the magical words. They don't think that people are on time limits. They think that people have all this time in the world. Most rich, successful dudes, they don't waste time. In other cultures, their family members scout women for them to save the time for their family members so they can do works and stuff. They use friends. They use some social settings. They don't do that shit themselves. They cut down the time. They set their friends up with women and all this other stuff. But these niggas are telling you to do the hardest thing and get nothing out of it. Stupid niggas like this. Now, mind you, he's like a fat, overweight, overweight chick, right? He's a fat, overweight chick because he ain't gonna show you what his body looks like. Now, I can say if he was fit, he can talk. But this dude is fat and pudgy looking. Now, I'm going to show you, what is it? Traveling time. Now, that's what traveling with Paul looks like. Right there. Big ass gut. But he runs his mouth on here talking about game and swag. Right? Nobody tells you that. Nobody tells you nobody tells you that a lot of these chicks are looking to waste your time. They're looking to waste your time. And basically they want to see who's going to waste their time the most and give them the prize. Because there's plenty of stories of guys telling their stories about the kind of chicks that are out there and then men they used to dating. You know, they would call some guys at 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning and tell them that their pussy is wet and they have to come over. And the dude was like, "You really calling me for that? You know I gotta get up for work tomorrow." "Oh, yes, man, fuck that work. You got enough money. Let's go. Let's. I'm horny." And he like, "I don't know who the fuck you fucking with, but dude, I have stuff. I got a job to do. I have money to stuff. I have stuff to maintain. I ain't one of these bum ass niggas who at your beck and call." And a lot of these girls don't like that. That's the reason why they stick to the dumb niggas like a traveling with Paul and all these fucking dysfunctional ass programmable guys. Because these guys, you can waste their time. These guys will drop in the hat. They will literally throw away years and decades of friendship for some pussy. They will literally they will take your life for some vagina. They will rob, they will steal just for some vagina. They will break friendships just for some vagina, temporary vagina. Instead, so this is what he looks like. This is what traveling with Paul looks like. This is what he looks like.
Kept texting me and you kept wondering why I went to showing back up to the Muay Thai gym. And can't you ever want to know, I think you got the picture. That's why, because I caught you dibbling down before the other team or whatever. Go on, tell me what you just said. Come on.
See, this is what he looks like. But for some reason, this guy got a lot of shit talking about game and swag and, oh, you got to talk to women. Of course you got to talk to women. You got to do all that shit. You got to do all that shit, all that talking, and that's a waste of fucking time. It's the same thing as the Myron Games. They do the same, stick to the same coin. Guess what? If women don't acknowledge, if there's a certain demographic of guys that are on a high-ranking system for women. The media programs women to like certain kind of guys. That's the reason why in cultures they control what these women like. Some women veer, but guess what? It's all about the culture. Because guess what? There's women out here that look super great, and they with certain guys that you was like, what, why, how he get her? Because the culture programmed her to date a guy with a specific type of things, and she go with him. Not just his looks, not just how he talks and games and swag and all that. I saw many mismatched couples in other cultures and other races, and you ask that question, why? Well, he's short. No, it's because the culture knew that if you let somebody else control your women, then you would never ever get to be able to control your future and your culture and your destiny. And you would have somebody else high over just making up shit, and your race will be doomed. Like black people, white people, American in general, most Western places are doomed because they don't have a culture that makes sure that keeps everybody in check, not just the women, but the men as well, so they can continue 100 years, 1,000-year culture that keeps it up, so people don't falter.
Good work. Keep it in there short. Keep it in there short. Short and fast. Yeah, keep it in there. Fuck my way up out of here. I hit about 5 dudes, knocked about 3 bitches down. You know I don't play, Gina.
Baby, you can't fight.
Who can't fight? It's that time. Pull up, travel, Pookie.
Now, mind you, the programmable black guys have to stick up for other programmable black guys. They can't see the falter in him. So when he talk about game and swag, they be like, oh, he's telling the truth. You don't make fun of his weight. But then they tell you to come on camera, and they tell you to go to the gym and have great grooming. But then the people who talk against you or talk down to you, they don't have great grooming and they're fat and overweight. But they let them get away because they're telling them what they want to hear. Now, let's see what this guy has been saying recently. His views are low. So let's Let's go back. So,
whatever. And if I need to read a book, they got.
I have to keep my play money.
Yeah, so you can go back.
so basically, this is a story between two YouTubers that were sharing the same girl. Now, the guy who Zoom the Thailand checked did this to another YouTuber. And these guys would actually take a plane ride just to have sex with a girl just to have sex with a girl that you had sex with. Because they want to prove the fact that you're doing it wrong and they doing it right. Programmed black men don't want to see people who they was programmed to think is lower than them to be doing anything better than them. You have to do the same thing as them, or you're wrong, or something's going on. There's always an asterisk next to your name. There's always an asterisk next to what you do, and it's always a W next to them, a clean win next to their name.
Yeah, you already gave you 1,800. How much I give you already?
1,800.
Yeah, so there you go. You asked for it, right?
No,
Give you what? Come on, let's go. You're gonna miss the train. You're gonna miss your friend.
I cannot go.
Why not? Why can't you go?
So guys who pretending that certain girls are not paid for play are turning around using a woman to battle each other like they do in America. One of the reasons why a lot of guys wanted to get the fuck away from these people so they don't have to deal with this type of shit. But this is what happens when a bunch of guys congregate in one area. They start doing dumb fuck shit like this. And they bring the hood everywhere they go. This is why it's better to not announce that you go to somewhere and not post the women that you posting.
Let me sit next to you because I know they want to see you.
Now, mind you, this the guy that got G-checked by Zoom to Thailand. And after that situation, basically, the dude right here, the so-called hood dude, he didn't think that nobody was going to check his dumb ass because he tried to do that to another guy in the Philippines. But another guy checked him. So if Zoom to Thailand going to check him, then he's going to talk about another guy that's going to be stronger than Zoom to Thailand and younger than him and going to check this dude on the cane. Me, I don't care how big you are. If you want a cane, I'm going to go straight for them legs and I'm going to just body beat you. I'm going to body beat you and make sure that everything from the below to your waist is going to be basically unfunctional after I'm done with you. You're going to have to be walking with a walker after I'm done with you. If you want a cane, I'm going to make you go walk with a walker. But this guy was running his mouth, and it's all these Pookie-like type guys. These are programmable guys. They were made to be in one environment, and they bring that shit all around the world. And then the runs, they all congregate.
Look, man, I just got this. He's known as Gamer Rod. He went over to Thailand, Pattaya, Thailand, or whatever. He met a young, brown skin, semi-thick Thai chick. Young, she got to be in her early 20s. And I've been watching this guy for months, but I didn't say anything because it's not my job. If I felt like if I said anything about this guy, I would be coming off as a hater. Now, I know y'all seen the videos in the beginning or whatever, so let's get into it. Now, he had all his dumb subscribers. I mean, I can't believe you got grown ass man that damn dumb and gullible to they really thought he met this woman at a library over in Thailand. Now, I stayed in Pattaya for damn near 3-4 months, and hell, I can't even tell you where one library is located. Now y'all probably gonna say, well, that's cause you illiterate. You probably don't even read. Look at your vocabulary. Nah, I didn't go to Thailand I didn't find a way to Thailand to go to no goddamn library. That was the last thing on my mind. Hell, I barely go to the library over here in the United States because we got smartphones, tablets, and laptops now. That's the only reason I used to go to the library. And if I need to read a book, I go to Barnes & Noble, or I can get an audio book for free on YouTube, or I can just download it on my Play Store. But I digress. So, he was telling everybody he met this Thai woman at a library, and everybody believed it. That's a fan of his, and that's subscribed to his channel or whatever. You had guys in the comment section talking about, y'all my favorite Thai couple. I love you guys. She fit, friendly, she loyal. You got you a great one. Marry her, brother. I'm sitting back.
And they do the same thing with the women over here. And when the shit doesn't work out, we laugh at them dudes. Who was running around over here in this country? He's a white guy. His name was Destiny. He was running his mouth, telling the red pill how wrong they was, and everybody was telling him that this girl's gonna use him, she's gonna leave him. And she did. She left him for a more feminine type guy, was wearing a dress. And then she tried to hit him up for more money. But he was telling everybody else how he knew everything. There's so many relationships that end up falling in this country. End up falling in this country around these dudes. And they hide it. Super Sly said it before. Reg the Bad Guy covered it up. On the live stream, he said, man, we don't want to give these guys more ammo. And he told Reg the Bad Guy He told Reg the Bad Guy to take that live stream down. A lot of these guys hide the fucking shit that they say and they do, and they fail relationships. And then they want you to go participate in the failed relationship industry. Oh shit. Failed relationship is what the hell? Failed relationship industry. They want you to fail. They want you to do the same shit. Because I seen so many guys, hey man, get married, man. That woman is beautiful in Africa. And then the dude come online and say the girls scammed them and stuff. And these dudes run. They don't say anything. Or, oh yeah, man, you get married and stuff. Then they get a divorce three years later. Nobody says nothing. It's funny that these guys get to promote these so-called good women. And when they're not good, and they cheat on them, they hide.
Like, this shit is so... No, I don't think so. But I'm going to tell you what I do know. He was playing on the heartstrings of a lot of his supporters. They was that dumb. Some of them probably old enough to be this man's father and grandfather. They was so damn stupid. Such a goof troops. They actually believed that she was a genuine woman and she was a woman with white qualities. Now, y'all ever heard the saying, if it looks like a duck, if it act like a duck, then it's a duck? Every day he was showing y'all, he was going up to the bar every damn day to meet this woman at her job. He was never her pimp. Y'all talking about his pimp is what he's doing. Nah, he's not her pimp. He was her trick, her sponsor. The only pimp that this woman got is the bar she's working at and the mama song. He was never her pimp. And then he made a video because he was butthurt, responding to Tom Lunchin, talking about, you just got a massage from her. You a trick.
Grass and sunshine.
Now,
This is my...
Now, I gotta remind you guys. So now you don't have to pay attention to these guys that much no more, because these guys they're gonna increase. These hating ass dudes that are gonna try to find every weakness in what you do, it's gonna be more of them. It's gonna be a lot more of these guys, a lot more. So you have to prepare yourself that these guys are going to come out the woodwork to go against you. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, these guys are getting their default setting is that the women over here is valued more than the women over there, and every woman over there is a whore. Every woman over here is paid for play, and every woman in America is so and so nice and gorgeous. This is why I say, show me. This is why I always say, and nobody want to go ahead of me. There was a few guys that actually showed me, and I'm like, those are hood chicks. Those are girls that have hood qualities. They hood shit. You didn't show nobody who wasn't into hood shit. You didn't show no classy girls. This nigga said Chloe Bailey. I'm like, she's a hood chick shaking her ass. I said, you got any classy ladies in your fucking category that wasn't dating rappers and listening to rap? And I'm like, and they like, oh, what you got? And I showed them. All types of chicks from overseas who this and this and that. I said, you can look these girls up. Go ahead, look them up. They classy. They don't have no twerk videos, none of that shit. I said, the gymnast girl. And forgot her name. Su Young. Su Lee. I said, hey, her. Oh, she look muscular. I said, I don't care. That's who I like. So she classy. She have all pictures. She don't have no pictures of twerking and doing all that shit. I said, yeah, now we know you shouldn't be saying no bullshit about good women and none of that, because all you did was post a bunch of ratchet motherfuckers. So now we know who you're talking about, and everybody didn't take that nigga seriously after that. I said that before, like, you have to make these dudes post. You have to make these dudes post the girls they like. The girls they like, and so they can expose themselves what kind of girls they with, so they don't try to project the shit onto you about, oh yeah, you need to get with this, oh you need to no, it's two different things. Now we're gonna hear this guy expose Austin Holloman's situation, even though he was close to Austin Holloman.
Sunday View. Guys, this is what I get to look at. It's her birthday, but I'm getting a birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry. We just sit here and she ordered a T-bone steak. No, come on, guys. This is the one and only Travel Time with Paul. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video. Before we get into the topic of the video, I would like to give a mini monologue. I would like to give a shout out to all 7,000 of my subscribers. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for subscribing to the channel. And I would also like to say, these YouTube travel streets are on fire. I'm going to say this the golden age of the travel channel sector. Man, it's crazy.
And as you see, he has his Cash App right there, which I don't have no problem with. But the fact is, he's benefited off of talking shit and getting a certain category of guys to go around just calling niggas tricks and losers and weirdos and stuff like that. Am I wrong when I say that these are the programmed black males, black men, who are telling you and signing you that you are lower than they are if you don't talk, if you don't do what they say or do what they are programmed to do? They will follow you every single where. They will follow you in a monastery and be like, look at this guy, he's a loser. He has to do like this. Man, all you gotta do is get a bitch and blah blah blah. They won't leave you alone because they're programmed to think that black men all supposed to be the same. Black men are supposed to do this. Oh man, we're just telling them. No, you don't telling nobody nothing. If it's somebody let's believe somebody. The funny thing about the SBE niggas is that, guess what, dude? You SBE dudes. You shame blame dudes. Shame blaming dudes don't really work because, like I said, dudes got guns. You ain't in no room when you know everybody's strapped up and you running your fucking mouth talking about, nigga, you shame blaming the flame, you a trick, blah blah. No, none of these dudes be running their mouth. They all be respectful. Everybody would be respectful if everybody in the room all had guns. And they wouldn't be saying that in person. No. People, if they knew everybody had guns, they wouldn't be saying none of this shit. SPE. And no. This is what you niggas do. You shame blame dudes. You tell dudes that they're not good enough and this and that. Oh yeah, they not ready for those type of women. And then the other races of men are not told that shit. They ain't. They just know how it is from the landscape. But
So like to say, there's a black thrift store, Holyfield looking character that's a YouTuber that's over in Thailand. He asked one of the silliest questions of, I want to say 2023 because I didn't watch this whole corny video, but somebody told me. The question was, why don't I show proof of all these Thai women that's breaking these guys' heart and taking their money? Why don't I? He wants me to entrap myself by plastering these Thai women all over my YouTube channel without their consent. Therefore, when I get back to the country, guess what's going to happen? I go to jail for defamation or something in their country, or most likely be banned from the country. I guess that's what he's trying to set. I guess that's what he's expecting to happen. Because for this man to have been going to Thailand for 10, 20 years, as he say, he should know better. He should know this. But I understand the man elevator don't even get past the 4th floor. His elevator don't get to the top. He got some nut bolts loose or whatnot. But I digress. So let's get into the topic of the video. Enough of that nonsense. The topic of this video is his South African girlfriend was a deception. Now, if y'all know, Austin he was dating a South African girlfriend over in Thailand. He met this woman April last year at Club 808, which most people would say that's a red flag right there. But listen to the story. Now, you gotta understand, he's still kind of new to the country, and it's almost rare to see African women in 808. Maybe it's changed now, but especially African women from that's not from Kenya. Mostly that's what you see along Walker Street. Most of the African women you see are going to be from Kenya, but this woman, she gave off a different vibe, a different energy. And he found out later she was from South Africa. But when he first...
See, and this is the thing about this, right? These are the same dudes who tell you need to have conversations with girls, but then they talk about energy. So wait, you gonna talk about energy, but then you gonna tell niggas that they gotta go have conversations, and they don't have no perception of themselves to know if somebody's fucking around or not. Their experience. These niggas always make assumptions of everybody.
Saw his first impression was she was Asian, black and Asian mix. And one of his fans was hanging out with him. You know, he laid eyes on her and said, Austin, there you go, you better go holler at her, boy. Austin seen her, and he was like, yeah, that's more my type right there. Because as y'all know, Austin really ain't into Thai women like that. I wouldn't say he ain't into Asian women, he's not a big fan of Thai women. But I think he got a thing for Vietnamese women and etc. But I digress. So, he thinking to himself, man, a black exotic looking woman in 808, that's rare. I think I found the unicorn. That's what Austin is thinking. So he approaches her. They get to talking or whatever, and they hit it off. The chemistry is good, and it was history. Now I want to tell you guys something. What you gonna learn from this story? If you meet a foreign woman that's not from Thailand and she's hanging around Walker Street, and she's even going to some of the nightclubs on Walker Street or in Pattaya, and I say the same thing for Bangkok. If you meet a foreign woman on Sukhumvit 11S Sugar or Nana Plaza.
Mind you, these are the same dudes who tell you to go to the clubs. These are the same dudes who tell you to go to events and shit and act like these women are not hoes at some of these events. These are the same dudes who tell you to go to certain places. Oh, go to the library. There's women in the library. There's women in church. There's women over there. There's women over there. And then these women turn out to be the wrong women, but then you end up with the bad experience and lost the money and lost the time. But they somehow expert in every area in these countries.
Most likely, she's in that country selling ass. She a freelancer. But Austin learned the hard way. So back to the story. He meet this woman, they kick it, and she inspired him to really want to get down to going to Africa. Now I don't know why he didn't go to South Africa first, but that's his business. He's a grown man. He went to Tanzania and ended up falling in love with the culture and the people, I guess. So he spent some time with this South African woman, and me and him was talking every other day or whatnot. Little did everybody know, I used to talk to the man every day like he was my little brother on the phone. And he was telling me things he didn't like about this woman, like she was shit testing him or whatever, and she was trying to emasculate him. Well, maybe she saw some signs that made her want to emasculate him, but that's another story. So fast forward, he leaves Thailand, he goes to Africa, spends a few months over there, and then he decided after going to West Africa, he wanted to go back to Thailand. So he goes back to Thailand and end up linking back up with this woman from South Africa. Now, he never shot full vlogs with this woman the first time around whenever they met, April of last year. But the second time around when he went to Thailand, he did some vlogs with her. And it seemed like day by day, as he uploaded the vlogs, people in the comment section started seeing red flags with this woman. It's like every time he pointed the camera towards her direction, she looked at uncomfortable.
Baby, how many kids do you want to have in the future? 2? Okay, I give you 6. So for 8 years, you won't have a life because we gonna knock it all out at one time. That way, all the kids could be the same age or about the same age. Because I don't want to raise a toddler and then they have to deal with that shit again later on.
He never shot full vlogs with this woman the first time around whenever they met, April of last year. But the second time around when he went to Thailand, he did some vlogs with her. And it seemed like day by day, as he uploaded the vlogs, people in the comment section started seeing red flags with this woman. It's like every time he pointed the camera towards her direction, she looked at uncomfortable.
Baby, how many kids do you want to have in the future?
And this is the whole socially awkward shit that I'm talking about when from Austin Holloman. Talking about he want to have kids with the future. So then I tell you that this is a programmable black man. Programmable black guy. So they always default to black chicks. And they get way too comfortable. And then they get mad when these girls have a... Remember I told you that white men have a different arsenal. See, black dudes... I don't know if I'm going to make that video because there's a lot of idea videos. And I don't think that video is going to go well. YouTube probably going to take it down. But I'm going to tell you that every single race use certain things to make sure that their race is either dominant or they being able to... secure a piece of society. White dudes use the media and their financial power, and black dudes think is their swag and their dick, which is not, because most of the records out here is not followed by black dudes. It's followed by it's followed by other races. So he's now
Battery level is 70%.
He's now telling her he's gonna have kids with her, and he didn't even know who she is, and he put the camera in her face. And it's one of the things that I don't like about what the traveling things is, because these guys try to do what white dudes do. White dudes can do it because white dudes have a bigger leeway. You can't do what white dudes do, even if you have the biggest dick or, you got the swag. You have a short leash of what you can do. Even white dudes can't really get away with a lot of shit overseas. They can't.
2? Okay, I give you 6. So for 8 years, you won't have a life because we gonna knock it all out at one time. That way, all the kids could be the same age or about the same age. Because I don't want to raise a toddler and then they have to deal with that shit again later on. I want to deal with it all at once. And I think
this is the guy who's trying to teach you how to get women overseas. This is the conversations that this dude have when he see an attractive girl. Jesus, man. And y'all niggas is raising this nigga up like he was some kind of like new passport bro or whatever. This dude had this conversation, and she looking at him like, "What the fuck is you talking about, dude?" Oh shit, man. Oh man, this is insane, man. I'm sorry, this is insane. I'm telling you right now, this is insane. This is their job. This is what programmable black men job is to do. Is to ruin reputations and keep you at a certain social level. They will go anywhere where it's good shit at to embarrass you. And remember, society is too lazy, and they always need to find a villain. Other races use this technique all the time. They need to find somebody to make themselves feel good about themselves. Because if without the people that they feel that they're better than, most of them will take their own life. I'm going to tell you this right now. If they were told, if every programmable black man was told that they can't talk about certain guys anymore and said certain words and certain vocabulary, they would kill themselves. If you told me today or tomorrow I can't talk about red pill stuff no more, none of this other stuff no more, I'll be like, okay, that's it. Most guys would be like, I have the information, I'll look at the old videos, I'm not gonna talk about it. But these guys, they would snap. They would turn into extremists. They'd be trying to find the most guys. Oh, you're a loser. You're a loser. You can't do that, bro. You can't make fun of guys. Imagine if they told people they couldn't make fun of somebody. These niggas would take their own life.
Be the perfect mother, right? She better
I
say
guess she
this.
didn't want to be exposed because most likely she had other customers to deal with. But, like, Kate, some people thought she was the right one. They was hollering at the officer, she's a keeper, you should marry her. But I started getting emails. People were asking me, Travel Time with Paul, why don't you expose Austin Holland? And I'm like, wow, what is you talking about? That woman he with, I think they said her name was Misha or something like that. That's the South African woman name. She's a freelance over here in Thailand and wherever. You talk about everybody else, but you won't talk about your homeboy. And I'm thinking to myself, do you hear yourself? What sense would that make? So, fast forward, people in the comment section on the videos, they knew this woman from Thailand. Some even been with her before, been out on dates with her. Speed dating. So, they telling Austin, oh man, I know her, bro. The minute you get back on the plane, she gonna be sucking one of us for a good fee. So I'm thinking to myself like, damn, bro, how you feel about that? Did you see any signs? But as I watch the videos, I'm looking at all the signs. Like, every time you put the camera up on her, she looking down. She looking nervous, don't want to give eye contact.
It's her birthday today, so we're at this Argentina look show. So y'all said she was uninterested in me. She just don't like being on camera, that's good. But we're at this Argentina restaurant right now, and we're celebrating her birthday.
Whenever he's not recording, she's acting.
So, and I said this before, and I said this again. Everybody travel overseas. Most people don't travel overseas for the fucking experience. I know chicks who went over to went overseas for humanitarian efforts, and they was fucking the locals. And that was the hacker days, and we was on Tiny Chat, and the girl was running her mouth saying about, you know, she don't like creeps going overseas and all this other stuff, and then people exposed her and be like, yo, don't you and your husband go overseas and be having sex with local women? But you supposed to be over there helping people. A lot of these people cover that shit up and say they helping people, and they going over there fucking the locals, the men and women. Women known for doing that shit more than men. At least men are honest up front. I'm going over here to pay for it. But the women, they go over there to pretend they having fun. They go to Jamaica, they go to the same spots, and they get digged down. They go to these cruises, they get digged down. But somehow, some way, it's okay if they hide the fact they do that shit overseas and then come back to America thinking they the good girl. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Happy, a lot of energy and everything. Then he started really seeing the red flags himself whenever they was flying from one part of Thailand to another part. I think they flew from, Bangkok. They met in Bangkok the second time. He told her to meet him in Bangkok at some hotel. But remember, he met her in Pattaya. So they ended up flying to another part of Thailand where they had beaches and all that good stuff. But as they was waiting on their flight to board or whatever, they were sitting at the airport, he noticed she had a wandering eye. She couldn't stop looking at white men. Now they had a conversation the first time he met her that she's never been with any colored men. Now he got to misconstrued. He didn't know in South Africa they consider mulatto color. But he was under the impression when she said she never been in any color with any color man. She never been with a black man. She only dated white men or whatever. Cause when he met her, it seemed like that's all she used to talk about was the white man she dated in the past, whatever, and that's mostly what she was attracted to. Well, he got tired of getting all the weird comments. Oh yeah, I know who that is. That's Misha. He finally brought it up again, and she confirmed that she had been with black men from America before. So it hit him like a ton of center blocks from the Rockwell Garden Projects on Monroe on the west side of Chicago. He feeling like, damn, well, don't I feel like a fool once again? So, but what really confirmed it, when he was sitting at the airport, there was a white guy walking by, and she really broke her neck looking at the guy, and her excuse was, when she got caught looking at this man, oh, he looks Japanese, with her South African accent. Well, Austin ended up...
Well, and that's the reason why your boy Austin Holloman's so hurt. That the fact is that some of these other countries, this is why I don't want to hear the bullshit of, oh yeah, man, Africa is the best place for American men. Africa is the best place for black men. These women don't even like their own fucking group of men. They like white dudes, Asian dudes, and Latino dudes. So you telling me that an African American guy is gonna be up in the highest rank? No, he's still black. She's programmed to like white dudes. The most beautiful girl is gonna go with the white guy who's unkept. The dude coming there with a dirty ass shirt, she's still gonna think he attractive. Cause if he has green eyes or blue eyes, those and this is the thing that I learned. I learned from women, and I learned from other cultures of men to be a featurist, somebody who has certain features, and you go with them. The reason why black dudes don't give a fuck about some ass or some titties and shit, and they go with an Asian girl because she has long ass hair and nice ass skin and an actual family value. They don't give a fuck about the titties and the ass. They'd rather stick with a girl who knows how to have sex, has certain features on her, and they keep her for life. The women, they like looking at certain guys' hair. From what I know, from being in certain groups and, certain things, these women love the fact that some of these white dudes can maneuver themselves. No matter where a white dude go, he's considered high value, even if he's not. Okay, even if he's not. So let's see.
Speaking to the guy, he found out the guy was from Wales. The guy was European. Didn't look like he had a drop of Asian in him or whatever, but she was capping just to have an excuse to look at this guy. Cause 9 times out of 10, she found him attractive. And she just got caught red-handed, breaking her neck. So, they sit in the hotel room, and she watching shorts or whatever. She watching shorts on TikTok and shorts on YouTube. I think Austin was editing the video, and she ran across one of Andrew Tate's shorts. I want to say on TikTok, where he was talking about what it takes to be a masculine man and all that, and how the women will respect you if you hold masculine frame. And after that short went off, she made a statement. I just love Andrew Tate. He's such a masculine guy. I love a masculine man. Austin looked at her, he looking puzzled. First he thinking, what the hell do you know about Andrew Tate? How do you even know about him? Who put you on Andrew Tate? In other words, he feeling offended. Even though Austin himself,
And what I know about what somebody told me about the African chicks, they worship white men. And their roots, the strategy for white dudes and European dudes was basically world domination. Pretty much, they actually accomplished that. To go every single country and pose a imagery of them being better than everybody else. That's the reason why they caused a ruckus in every country they could. And they put their mark in every country. They slept with the women, they conquered places, they stole, they did all this stuff. There's only a few group of people that hate them with a passion. But the rest of the people, they love them. And it's mixed now. They trying to reverse that shit with this SJW and all this woke politics and stuff, but it's not going to work because these guys, they still have a high influence all around the world, right? But the Africans, they're worse than the black American girls. I was told it was like 95% of these women would rather be with other races of men than their own. And you can tell when that French dude knocked down like 1,000 of the African chicks. When he knocked down like 1,000 of the African chicks and gave them all HIV and shit.
A big fan of Andrew Tate, as you all already know. And then also thinking, what you trying to say? I don't hold masculine frame. That's what you insinuate. That's how Austin took it when she said that. So Austin still had feeling for this girl. Now he didn't tell me much. I don't know if he had her on payroll or whatnot. But then when I keep getting emails and a lot of guys keep saying the girl is a full-time freelancer, even though they say she work a job as an English teacher, teaching top students or whatever. That's another rumor I heard. Wanna think that this is just another video to do damage control to make Austin look like he wasn't out there doing pay for play. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know the man business like that, but damn, at some point, common sense will tell you, for a woman to hang around that long and that many days, man, gotta be doing some type of pay for play. I'm just saying, cause when I was over here, and I was green to the game, and a lot of the women I was hanging out with that I didn't know was freelancers, they didn't hang with me that long if I wasn't paying. They ass was gone in the wind. So, back to the story. So he continued to do his vlogs with her, and he once told me, you know, he had feelings for her. He thinks she's the one or whatever, because she don't play a lot of games. She kept in touch with him the whole time he was in the continent of Africa or whatnot, for months at a time, and that would inspire him to go back to Thailand and visit her. Well, it was time for him to go back to Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. He gets on the flight back, and when he goes back to Kenya, her true colors started coming out. They get to arguing on the phone a lot, and then she finally told him she really don't care for good guys. She want a bad guy. She like a guy. In other words, she like a guy with, like, you know, that the thug persona or whatever, the bad boy persona. To her, that's masculinity. Doesn't that sound familiar, guys? So yeah, I guess it turned Austin off or whatnot. So he got to the point where he ain't holler text her no more. Then the time zone was a little bit different or whatever. So whenever he was asleep, she sent him a bunch of crazy messages or whatever. I guess she found out he was seeing other women, or she was mad about something she saw on his Instagram or whatever. So she made a big fuss about it. But before he could see the messages, she deleted them all. In the meantime, while they going through their little back and forth, I'm steady getting emails. Travel time with Paul. Would you do a story on her? And I look at the picture and I'm thinking, shorty look familiar. Little did I know as I looked at the other pictures, it was the South African chick that Austin was hanging out with, and I'm like, damn. So I used to think you had to be born and raised in Thailand to be a freelancer. But then, and this ain't to get off topic, but I want to make a quick point. But then I quickly learned when I went to a club in Bangkok. I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't Sugar, but it was some after hour spot. I met this tall, beautiful woman from Kenya. She had like this long, kinky fro. She almost looked like the singer Tyler, but a little cuter. Man, the woman looked like brown sugar in motion. I mean, Sim would spend 8 semesters of college tuition on this woman. Just even be in the same bedroom with her, this woman from Kenya. And she would dress fly, dress casual. If she was over here in the States and I saw her in Atlanta, I would swear up and down she worked at the CNN corporate building in one of them corporate offices. The way she carried herself, she was well spoken. She was smelling good. I'm thinking to myself, damn right, I'm finna talk to me an African woman for the first time. I'm tired of dealing with these top women. Hell, most of them freelancers anyway. And they money hungry. So I get to talk to this Kenya woman and it's going great. Until she hit me with a price. And the price was way worse than what the locals be talking. She said, I go back with you, I stay the whole night with you for 8,000 baht. That shit hit me like 72 cement trucks at the same time. I was like, well, goddamn. So, let me get this straight.
So, basically, what he's saying was absolutely true, right? A lot of these girls, you got Brazilian women who know that they can go over to Europe and they can sell, they go to Europe and they sell themselves at a higher price because they know they're the only Brazilian girl. They the only Brazilian girl there, right? So they will do that. There's a lot of these attractive girls that are selling themselves, even including chicks in America. The funny thing about this is that we never call the women tricks. We only call the men tricks. And this is what happens when these are the programmable black men, right? And they are also programmed white guys too, right? But this is what happens when you got programmable people who don't want to talk about both sides. The women go overseas and they trick on men. Poor men. Dirty feet men. But nobody calls these men dirty feet. They don't. They call the women dirty feet because they want to devalue you. They want to devalue the fact that you can get something and you didn't have to go through the things that they told you to go through. Super Slide opened his fucking mouth and he was saying shit like he want men to go to every city and every state just to find a woman. Because it's actually bad for you to just go overseas and do it. Why would you go 5,000 miles when there are women here? Even if it takes you 20 years to find the right one, or find the women you need, you find them. And everybody said how stupid that shit sounds. And I was like, did this guy just say it? Same thing when he said, when he told motherfuckers that they should be happy with a HIV woman. He said that. There's no, oh yeah, man, he didn't say that. Yeah, he did say that. He said that. I don't need to lie. I don't need to say, oh man, that's not what he said. He did say that shit. That's what he said. But people want to hide it. People want to act like he never said it. And want to go back and forth with me and says how wrong I was, right? So now we see that these women who leave the country and they always traveling, they're really selling, they trying to sell